Hello and welcome to Rugby 852 Jedi with you today, and what a wonderful Saturday it is for rugby. 3 rounds gone out of 10. We are flying through the rounds on the way up to Christmas. It is all go, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. Big news out of the HKRU this week, starting soon. HKRU TV. Yeah, yes, I know. We speak of it in hushed tones, but it should be fun. HKRU TV, brought to you by the Union and Aceto. That's right. It's for iOS and Android devices, so there's no escaping me now. And we'll be bringing you all the coverage of the Premierships, age group, people jumping on one leg. I don't know. Fun and games, ladies and gentlemen. The first app for Hong Kong rugby coming your way, courtesy of HKRU TV. Stay tuned for more details. Time now for game number 2 here in the third round of the Saxo Markets Men's Premiership for Hong Kong. And it's a bottler. As DAC Kowloon come calling to Natixis Club on Sports Road, and it's a beauty. Top of the table. Look at them there. Play 2, 1-2. They're cruising along well. No bonus points yet. And I think that is an interesting indication of just how tough Club have had it in the opening 2 rounds, even though they're the ones with the win. 8 points. They sit on top above Valley. But who's there? Number 3. You can see Rowe have been outstanding. Jamie Zhang has shown along with James Cook.
And good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to this coverage of the Saxo Markets Men's Premiership Week 3 game. Getting their first win of the season last week over Hong Kong Scottish. Football Club coming into this game looking like the strongest team of the season so far with 2 wins and 0 losses. I'm joined in the box here by Cookie. Cookie, it'd be good to get your thoughts. What do you think?
Oh, hey, look, thanks, and welcome everybody who's watching around Hong Kong and Asia and around the world. It's great to be here at Sports Road. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Very interesting matchup indeed. And I think, you know, when you look at the first 2 rounds, Sam, there's no doubt about it. Both sides, I think, are ready for this one. Just talking to the coaches during the week, pretty much, if you're talking about Football Club, Jack Wiggins was saying basically they're going to stick to their same game plan, the same game strategy that's worked well for them over the last 2 rounds, which is pretty much, you know, good, strong forward battle up front, carry the ball and create phases, and then earn the reward to move it out wide. Glyn Hughes at 10, watch for him. He'll be kicking the ball and leading them around the park. And then they have a very strong bench, which they'll bring on late in the second half. So that's their strategy. On the Kowloon side, well, you know, they're just, I mean, I think this side is the quiet sort of, you know, assassin. You know, if you look at them on the ladder, they are very close to the top two teams, and you know, I think anything could happen in this game. They've got a team chock full of Hong Kong representatives, and they've also got 2 new guys starting coming from overseas. Blake Boyland, English under 20, and then also we've got Harry Johnston, who had a head injury last week, but he's back again this week, and watch for him.
Exciting, as you said, to look at those new players feature. Very much looking forward to the battle up front, but it's good to see Boylan getting in early into this game. Yeah,
just I think just a little rush there by Kowloon and moving the ball out to the middle. Unfortunately, a good clearance, but yeah, just a few early nerves. Be interesting to see this first scrum. Of course, in the Hong Kong Football Club side, Mitch Andrews is the captain today, hooker number 2. Campbell Wakely is on the bench.
Yes, this battle between Konku and Smith will be interesting. Konku really was a key player for Kowloon, particularly in the scrum area last week. As Lauder looks to clear, gets it out to Hughes, who puts a kick downtown. Ball bounces nicely, but it's well collected by the Kowloon winger. Fielded by Lauder. Hughes switches play, comes back to the left. Andrews runs it forward. Taken in there by Football Club. Golino with a strong carry. Oh, referee Morgan White awards Football Club a penalty. Advantage is played as Hugh chips it over. Well collected by the Football Club winger who gets it out. First try there. Football Club.
Fantastic try there. Aramir Tapsell. Yeah, fantastic try there. Good build-up by Club. Obviously a fortuitous kick, but hey, Glenn Hughes takes advantage for the penalty. Fortune favours the brave, and a good pick-up by Rafe Morrison. The back of the hand pass onto Tapsell, and he had enough legs to go over. So great first up try by Football Club, and that'll rattle Kowloon. It'll be interesting to see how they come back from there.
Yeah, Hughes took very much advantage of the advantage being played by Morgan White. Saw a bit of space, chipped it over. Well gathered by the Football Club winger. Hughes with his first kick of the game. Pressure coming in there from the Kowloon players as he just edges it to the left. Brings the score 5-0 to Football Club. But certainly the start they were looking for. Johnson's gets us underway. Well taken there by Denmark. Just loses control as the pressure coming in from Kowloon forces the Football Club player to take it out.
Yeah, very good chase kick there by the Kowloon player, forcing the error there. And this is a good opportunity for Kowloon. 18 metres on the Football Club line.
They were very much strong in their set piece last week. Once again, they've gone for that line-out drive, and unfortunately the referees called them up for truck and trailer with a man in front. The right idea, though.
So, Sam, just registering a late change. We had Tom Stanley was to start at 7, but unfortunately Tom had to pull out with a late injury, and he's been replaced by Colin McCulloch. Not a bad replacement.
Not at all.
I think so. You've got so Paul Galino will be 7, and Callum's, I think you'll find, has got number 8 on his back. Say again, number 6 on his back.
Last time, same again, please. Crouch. Point. Set.
As we hear for the Football Club look to clear out from their own 22. Rafe Morrison crashes it forward.
Thank you.
Quick ball played as Hughes gets it safely over the barriers.
Yeah, great exit, great clearance from Glenn Hughes there, Sam. He'll be happy with that.
Yeah, just watch Mitch going through on the back of a defending. Okay, we'll club. New ball, we need a new ball. Yeah, just stay there for me on your front man. Kowloon, set quicker.
As the Kowloon pack work out their options, White calls them in.
Stay in that 15, Mitch.
They've gone for a short line out here with a couple of forwards just parked up in the midfield. Quick ball played, Boylan gets it out. Strong carry there by Choi. Boylan then switches play to the left, gets it out to Jack Neville.
Space.
Good line speed coming in there from Football Club.
Advantage, you have a number, Jacko? 7.
Advantage
7,
being played.
advantage.
Boylan trying to work out what he does. Play continues as Football Club see a bit of Kowloon see a bit of space here on the right. What happened there, Cookie?
Gee, that was close. The right wing, Tom Burry for Kowloon, just had it on his fingertips. It was the right idea, good option. Kicking into the corner, ball bounced up nicely for him. Just got a fingertip to it and ended up in front of him for a knock on. So the referee's come back for, I believe it's a penalty to Kowloon for offside. And I'd imagine they'll take a shot, which they are doing.
Yes, there was a bit of confusion there from Boylan, but whatever he did could have come off with a try.
So I looked at the tape last week of the Kowloon game, and Harry Johnston, he's got a good boot on him. He's pretty accurate, so this should be, I would imagine, should be reasonably easy for the young man from Cardiff Met.
And as he said, Cookie, an easy kick for him, an easy three-pointer for DAC Kowloon.
And Sam, they'll be happy with that because that's pretty much the first foray down into the Club 22 and they've come away with points. So, well done Kowloon.
Yes, the pressure paying off.
Which way are you going?
Hughes with a high kick. Pressure coming in here from Max Denmark. Great chase.
Space.
Pins the Kowloon boys back.
Hold there. Winger, time you run.
Boylan goes for the box, however it's charged down. Good pressure coming in there from Morrison as Neville looks to run it out. Boylan once again chooses to knock it over the top. Gets a good 30-40 metres from that box kick, putting pressure back on Football Club.
Yeah, very, very, very good kick. Great distance. Both these teams exiting well and creating good territory on each occasion.
Yes, Boylan showing some good composure after the first box was charged. As we've got a Football Club line out here, they go to the middle, choose to keep it tight
From the back.
as they maul it just towards their half. Lauder puts it up high and just puts a bit too much on it and kicks it out on the full. Right option there, you reckon, Cookie?
Yeah, not sure really. I think probably, as you said, he just put a bit too much on it. For mine, I would have liked to see him move it into 1-2 out, hit the runners going, quick ball, and then recreate phase ball rather than. I know he's looking for territory, but yeah, that's an error.
Oh, speaking of errors, Chang throws it over the front. Well gathered there by Chapman. As Lauder switches up play, Russ Webb there. Goes to the right.
Not on it. Need a clear left.
Comes back to the left. Smith with the back ball gets it out to Morrison.
Play
Safe
on.
kick coming in there from Axton Burrett.
Hold, come back, come back.
Gathered by Neville, who
Thank you.
puts it up high.
Hold.
as Axton Barrett wins the territory game and gets it out.
Gee, that's a cracker by Axe Barrett. You know, really, he took the ball well, and he had players sort of coming towards him, and just put his head down and woofed it through into clean territory and bounced it out. Great field position again for club.
Yes, club certainly winning this territory battle so far. As Chang gets a better throw in towards the front.
You didn't sack the ball carrier. You need to.
Bit of argy-bargy as Football Club are penalised for sacking that line out.
Yeah, here. 115. Sacking the ball carrier. Sacking the lifter. Number
One
6.
thing that we talked about, Sam, in both the first 2 rounds was the number of penalties given away by all sides, really. And, you know, once again, we're seeing Football Club give away at least 40 metres there, 45 metres on the basis of an error in the line out. And just all these teams, I think, you know, as coaches, they need to be just, I'm sure they're looking at the tapes during the week and saying, hey guys, we need to cut the errors out, cut the errors down. The team that's going to cut the errors out is, I believe, will be the team that wins.
Agree, Cookie. As there's a bit of space here for Kowloon. Oh, if he got it out to the right, it was on, but it's well taken there by Football Club. Once again with their rush defense, but Boylan spots a gap. Good cut and play there by Burry.
No, leave the 9.
Once again, quick ruck played. These back balls, there's a 3-on-1 here. Denmark commits. Is able to slow the play down. Boylan out to Konku, who just loses it. Good pressure there, but exciting stuff from Kowloon.
Yep, looking to build the phases, and they look good with ball in hand. Just that final pass, just dropped to the play. Wasn't quite in the right position there, but there's some good signs here from Kowloon, putting the pressure on the club defence and finding some gaps, especially in the inside channels. Boylan seems to be going very well.
Very much so, club with their rush defense, but as you said, Boylan is able to spot the gap.
Quite impressed with the English under 20 at this stage.
Keep it up.
Solid foundation there for club to play off. As the kick goes downfield, gathered by Kowloon. Good shape showing there from Kowloon as they have the right support.
No, on the ball, on the body. Sorry.
Oh, bit of confusion there.
Sorry.
Both from the players and the ref.
Sorry guys, hit me.
Bit of an old head on young shoulders there, Boylan just using the referee to give him an advantage. So that was quite smart, actually.
Yeah, it's really great, Cookie, you know, to see these teams bring in players, get the opportunity to play in Hong Kong, and you can see the immediate impact they have.
Absolutely, and I think we were talking about it before. Actually, I had one of the other players in the box, and we were commenting on the fact that there's really just no time for these guys to sort of get their feet on the ground. It's sort of with only 10 rounds, they've got to come straight in and get straight into it. There's no honeymoons, and all the players, as you've said, not just in this game but previous games, have impressed. So clearly the recruitment process is right. And I think two things that I guess it does. One is it gives these players a chance to experience rugby and more experience off the field, in another country, especially in Asia. And then secondly, I think what it also does is it keeps the standard or raises the standard of overall of rugby in Hong Kong. So for both those things, I think we can be very thankful given the current COVID situation.
Yes, that's right. And as the weeks go on, I think a lot more of the players who are in town and going through their quarantine will appear next week and the following week. You know, I know there's a few clubs across Hong Kong who are waiting for a couple of players to come out of the hotels. 2 weeks in a hotel and then putting on the boots.
Yeah, it's a big ask, isn't it? Rather than me, I have to say.
Hey, let's go, lads. On me, yeah, that's right. Mark's here, lads.
But this Boylan fella's certainly a prospect to look for Kowloon. Great find.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Stability.
Another strong scrum there from both sides. Pressure coming in from Football Club, but Kowloon maintain as Boylan gets it out. Back to Boylan.
Away 10.
Lewis Warner takes it in. Of course, man of the match last week, Lewis Warner. Great to see him involved. Sam Choi with a strong carry again. Busy today as it's taken in by Neville, but the pressure coming in there from Football Club. Axton Burrett forces Neville to make an error.
Yeah, again, good defence from Ben Axton Barrett and also assisted by Jamie Lauder.
Yes, it was good patient build-up by Kowloon. 4 for 5th phase, and they were going to look to attack to the left. But an error coming in doesn't allow them to do so.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Red. Straight down.
As White penalises Callum Smith for bringing the scrum down.
Just straight down, you've collapsed it. They are called. No, sorry,
First
number 3.
scrum penalty of the game, 20 minutes into it.
Mark's here, Glenn.
Apologies, the penalty was awarded against Kowloon.
You're on the line. You're on the line. You can stand on the line.
As Andrew gets it to the back, a bit untidy, but still in control. Big hit coming in there from Jamie Chang on Rafe Morrison. Field with the carry.
Not on it, not on the ball.
Lauder to Fuse, who puts it up high. Gathered by Johnston. Into the hands of Neville, who runs it up.
You set 9.
As Barker looks to control. Johnson with a high kick. Russ Webb under it. Lauder sees a bit of space to the left. Switches up play, comes back in. Does Axton Barrett as quick play here from Mitch Andrews. Football Club being patient here, building up the phases. But Kowloon have got some strong defense coming off that line. And not making it easy for Club. Can't run it through, so he nudges it forward. Oh!
Charge
Chip.
down.
Over. Denmark charges.
Forward, lost forward. Advantage.
Advantage being played here as Morrison gathers.
Advantage is over.
Football
from
Club
up
maintain possession of that ball. Smith with a strong carry.
Get out now. Thank you.
Hughes sees a bit of space, gets it out. Very big pinch build up here as Football Club is a 2-on-1. Gets it out. Try into the corner.
Uramira Tapsell scoring in the corner. That was a great build-up by Football Club. Started way back. Just interesting to see Glenn Hughes, his influence on the game already. He was in probably about 3 or 4 phases there, Sam. Inside, outside ball, and good to see Club just with heads-up football playing to the advantage, and using the hands, moving it out wide, and Tapsell in for brace.
That's right.
There's a water break after this.
Football Club being patient there. That was a long set of play. Callan's showing some strong defense. Hughes chooses to kick it through and it's come off.
Good to see all the fans watching around the world on Facebook and YouTube, and just want to do a shout out. James Mendez, good to see you watching, and also Payno. Well done, mate. And obviously for the Loon, El Higo. Good to see you guys watching.
As Hughes once again just kicks it to the left of the posts.
Water break.
Brings that score to Natixis Hong Kong Football Club 10 over DAC Kowloon 3.
Okay, so now we've got a break, Sam. Just wanted to recap on a couple of things. So for the fans out there, the viewers out there, just to let them know that the Hong Kong Rugby Union TV app with the CEDO is now live on both the iOS and the Android platform. So next week will be the big launch of that app on both iOS and Android. We also remember we've got the Kerry Hotel Man of the Match Award. The winner receives a $1,000 cash voucher from the Kerry Hotel. That's pretty exciting for fans, and also don't forget about the reboot show. So we're putting that together, and that's going to be a weekly highlights package. So watch out for that. Plenty of action coming your way.
Yes, the Rugby Reboot Show, the new initiative this year. Great to get more coverage for the Saxo Markets Premiership. I believe there has been a replacement here, Cookie. Unfortunately for Kowloon, they seem to have lost Blake Boyland, who has been replaced by Hugh Alexander. That'll be a big loss for the Kowloon team.
Yeah, that is a big loss, especially given that that's his first match here in Hong Kong as an imported player. It's a shame for him. Let's just hope it's nothing serious.
Johnston once again gets it into the 22. As Lauder puts a huge punt in. Great 60-meter kick, putting pressure back on Kowloon into their own half.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we gave him a brickbat earlier for that kick over the top that went out on the full, so we have to give him a bouquet this time, Sam. That was an outstanding kick, as you say, all of 60 metres.
With the wind behind him, certainly took advantage of it. As Tang looks at his options here and gets it to the front, but it's well contested by the Football Club team. They've stolen the line out. Hughes gets it out to Morrison. All pressure coming on there from Alexander. Forces Football Club to make an error, however, it was knocked on by Hugh Alexander.
what I'm liking about the football club pack today is especially the tight five, is they're working really, really hard in terms of looking for the ball in the rucks and mauls, and also getting up off the ground and getting around the corner. Sam, they seem to be doing that just a shade better than their Kowloon counterparts, and that's resulting in a lot of possession for football club, a lot of phase ball.
I agree. Cookie McCulloch and Finn Field have certainly been busy. There's once again another scrum penalty advantage against Kowloon as Russ Webb looks to make the most of it, gets it out to Denmark. One-on-one here, goes through Neville.
No advantage. Freeze on the arm.
No advantage there from the scrum.
Marks on me. That side, freeze on the arm. Freeze on the arm.
As the referee penalizes Kowloon. They'd be disappointed with that, coming off last week's game. Very strong set piece. 2 scrum penalties against them in this first half.
Yeah, again, I talked before about the tight five. They're doing the same in the pack, well led by Mitch Andrews. That's something Kowloon are going to have to rectify before half time or at half time in terms of their chat. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day at the office for them.
Football club certainly well prepared for the Kowloon scrum. And fronting up in that battle. As Andrews gets it in, football club shape up for a drive. In control. Keeping it nice and tight. Andrews still in control of the ball. They're a meter from the try line. Advantage in hand. Great drive there from the football club pack.
It's a clear rock. No hands. No, clear rock.
Hands in the ruck there from the Kowloon.
What do you want? Ball's over.
As Mitch Andrews calls for a line out. That maul is certainly looking like a key weapon for football club today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just really just keeping the pressure on. They need to take the points though. They've had a lot of territory in the last 5 to 8 minutes, so they'll want to convert here right now.
Unfortunately, it was overthrown, but it was gathered back. Football club still in possession. Looking to convert, as you said, Cookie. Once again, advantage. Penalised. Football club offside from Kowloon.
Yeah, that's 3 penalties in a row for Kowloon, and referee Morgan White, I'm sure he's probably going to have a word with the Kowloon captain and just say to him, hey guys, any more of that and probably someone's going to go to the bin.
Chris, it's a warning now. 3 penalties in
Yes,
this area. Next one.
tension between both teams.
No, offside number 8. Okay, so you need to have a word with them now. Next one.
As you said, 3 penalties against this Kowloon team. The pressure certainly coming on from football club.
Next one will go. Okay.
Morgan, Tom Berry getting very antsy, I'm sure you can tell, and letting the mouth go as well.
As
Mark's here, yeah.
Hughes,
Mark's here. 8 offside.
ball in hand, chooses the lineup.
Yeah, well, it's been working well. I think they fancy themselves here with the line out. They've been using both Finnfield and Callum McCulloch, so it'll be interesting to where it goes. See where it goes.
Into field. And once again, strong foundation for club to push on. As it spins around, however, they're still in control. And they go through. And that's a try to Football Club.
I think it might be Callum McCulloch. Or what? No, it's the captain. It's the skipper, Mitch Andrews. So right option, Sam. Nicely executed. Just too big, too powerful. Good structure. Moved the ball over the line and put it down. Another try to Football Club. And looking ominous at this stage.
Morgs, I'm sure you know.
Long way to go in the match though.
Can you repeat that?
That's right, still 30 minutes into this first half, but
Significantly.
confident call there by Mitch Andrews. Not choosing to take the easy three-pointer.
Can you hear him clearly?
Confident with his liner and forward pack.
For me, it's cutting off intermittently.
And they get the job done.
Jacko, we only got half of what you were saying, so there's a problem with your comment.
Yeah.
Can't do much.
As Hughes looks
Sometimes
for his
it's very
first conversion of the game. He's had 3 goes at it, and unfortunately just towards the left of the post once again.
Yeah, you know, as you and I both know, Glenn Hughes prides himself on his kicking, doesn't he? So, you know, 3 close shaves like that, he's going to be hurting. I mean, a miss is as good as a mile, they say.
Yes, Hughes certainly one of Hong Kong Rugby's most consistent kickers, just not on it.
Oh, look at those flags down the far end. The wind's just dropped completely, Sam. There's no advantage now.
No advantage with the kick. And at that play, as Football Club knocked the ball on, and Kowloon were awarded a scrum. 9 minutes left in this half. I'm sure they'll be looking for some more points. Not wanting this game to slip away from them. As the ball goes into Johnston. Looks like Burry is playing halfback. Once again, Sam Troy busy with a carry. However, he is held up by the strong Football Club side. Maul is called and taken down. Great defense there from Football Club. Unfortunately, Sam Troy just a little too high in that contact area. But McCulloch being a real pain.
Yeah, I think that was actually Charlie Kingham, number 8. But as you say, just I think that's probably the 3rd time, Sam, that Football Club have defended their line like that and turned the ball over, and that's, you know, that's been the difference, I think, in this half. They're just I mean, obviously they've scored a lot of points, but also their defence in their own 22 has been outstanding, and it's making Kowloon ask themselves, you know, what do we got to do? Just while the scrum goes down, nice to see people from Thailand watching. Tong Supavit, welcome in. Great to see you online watching this exciting 3rd round clash between Natixis Hong Kong Football Club and DAC Kowloon.
Kingham with control. Another penalty could have been awarded that scrum, however, the referee calls it back. Football Club certainly have come prepared for the Kowloon scrum today, haven't they, Cookie?
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a good unit. Starts with the guy that's in the front, and you know, well led by Mitch Andrews, and yeah, they just they seem to be as strong, if not stronger, than last week. And as I think I said to you, in terms of the strategy that Jack Wiggins, the coach, is employing, it's all about set pieces, and scrum is obviously a very important one.
That's right, Smith and Chapman certainly doing their jobs today. As Lauder gets it out to Webb. He sees a bit of space. He gets a great kick in. Once again, putting Kowloon back deep into their own territory. Fantastic kick there, Russ Webb.
Again, that's a massive kick by Webb, left foot. But even more importantly, did you see Iramira Tapsell, ET, his chase? He was right there, so the Kowloon player couldn't throw the ball in quickly. And that's key.
Kowloon once again with a shorter line out. Uses forwards in the centre as Choi has been busy today. Gets a good carry. Down ball out to Johnston, who looks for a clear. Well gathered there by Tapsell, who spots Webb. Chooses to keep it in hand as he kicks it over. Neville on top of it. Controls. Well taken down there by Smith. Quick play needed as Chang gets it out. Choi once again sees a bit of space. He's having a great game here, Sam Choi. Advantage being played. Johnson with the ball in hand gets it into Neville. Advantage is still on here as Konku carries.
No advantage. Just in front of the halfway on the circle. Just on the circle. Take one back. On the edge.
No advantage gained there, but really good to see Russ Webb having a go, keeping the ball in hand. It'd be nice to see these sevens boys having a go more often.
Yeah, it's good to have them back in the 15s jerseys, isn't it? And they're all getting their hands on the ball, which is good, and great to see some of those skills that they have that they've developed under the sevens regime come out in the 15s.
Just as you said that, Johnston doesn't find touch. Puts pressure back on Kowloon as it's gathered, and they have another go. Out to Warner. Burry controls. Bristow with the carry. Burry sees a bit of space. Webb gathers as he looks for a clearing kick. Kinlock has a go. Needs a bit of support there. Once again, Iramira Tapsell having a great game. Nev spots a gap. Advantage is on here. Exciting stuff from both teams.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go before half time. Hands on heads, both packs. You know, they've expended a lot of energy, and you just see football clubs starting to just tire a little bit and making a few mistakes. Can Kowloon capitalise with 3 minutes to go before half time?
Yes, I'm sure they'd be wanting to go into this half with a closer scoreline. Looking for the 3, if not the 7. Great control there by the Kowloon forward pack. Choi once again with a carry, gets it out to Johnston. Something's on here, but pressure coming in there from Denmark forces Johnston to lose control. Football club in possession with the ball as they kick it out. Iramira Tapsell with the chase, but it is gathered. Cunningham gets it out to Alexander. Ben Roach switches back in play. Cunningham once again with his hands on the ball, and these big tackles coming in from the football club forces Kowloon to make an error. Big hit there coming in from Mitch Andrews, and certainly a key one with a minute left to go in this half. Football club certainly making Kowloon work hard every time they enter their own half.
Territory position stats. Yeah. Keen on that.
As the scrum goes down, possibly the last set piece of this half. Solid scrum once again from the football club pack as it's controlled by Kingham. Lauder gets it out to Webb, who has a go, gets it, nice ball into Tapsell. Taken down there by Johnston. Once again, quick play there by football club. Galeno with a carry. Hughes out to Smith. Well gathered there by Kowloon, who managed to slow it down a bit. As Axton Burrett kicks it through. And once again puts Kowloon back under pressure. However, the referee has blown the whistle for the end of the first half of this game between Football Club and DAC Kowloon. Exciting stuff, Cookie.
Yeah, very exciting. I just felt that Football Club maybe would wanted another score given the amount, the large amount of territory and possession that they had. In fact, if you look at the stats, I think one of the key ones is probably turnover rate. Kowloon 64%, 14 turnovers to Football Club's 3, and that therein lies, I think, the difference between the two sides. Open play kicks also. Club 17 versus Kowloon 8. So again, using the boot to good advantage. And I mean, we saw 40, 50, 60 metre raking kicks going out into the corner, and even that last kick from Axton Barrett thread the needle. So they've been very accurate with their kicking, Football Club. But I think the main thing for me, the main takeaway for the first half for me, Sam, is really the difference between the two forward packs.
Yeah.
I've just felt like Football Club has been the more dominant forward pack. They've been working that little bit harder. I'm not saying Kowloon's not working hard, but just that little bit extra around the field and also in the rucks and mauls has meant that the possession stakes the territory possession stakes have favoured Football Club, and that's meant that they were able to convert it into points.
Agreed, Cookie, I agree. It's really good to see that Football Club pack actually, not only are they strong in the set piece, line out and scrum, but as you said, they're very much showing their strength around the park. Big strong carries there by Field, Galeno, Callum Smith, all very busy. It was a shame. I think Kowloon are feeling the loss of Boyland, who was a key strike player for them first half of the first half.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he was making some good inroads in the inside, and he was basically drawing the defence in, which was creating space on the outside. And who knows what could have happened if he stayed on the field. So I think that is a big loss. Just want to comment on Sam Choi for DAC Kowloon. I think he's probably the pick of their forward pack. Both his work rate, his carries. So if they can take a leaf out of his book and follow him and do do similar work rate to create similar work rate to him in the second half, I think that's gonna augur well for Kowloon. Just one of the things that Kowloon talked about going into this premiership was that they felt they had more belief than in previous years, and that was kind of the key call cry, I think, for them going into this premiership. And in the first 2 rounds, I think they showed that. I'm not sure that same level of belief is there today, Sam. I just feel like it's a little bit lacking. I don't know, rightly or wrongly, but that's kind of how I feel about it. So, I want to see that them get up and believe in themselves, and I think if they do that, that's going to augur well for the second half. I mean, it's only 15-3.
Yeah.
So, it's still another 40 minutes. They've got the wind. I think, it's swirling a bit. Actually, if you look at those flags again, it's
picked up again, hasn't
definitely picked up again and going to be in their favour. So you'd want Harry Johnston to be using his boot, putting it into the corners, and then have the wingers chasing like Football Club did in the first half. And if they do that, they're going to create for themselves some opportunities.
That's right. I'm sure that Kowloon will be looking for the likes of Johnston and Neville to be busy in the second half. But Football Club, certainly with their strong defense, possession is 50-50. However, certainly doesn't show it on the scoreboard, which reflects Football Club's strong D.
Yep. Guys, just wait for I think we're just about ready for the second half.
As we get ready for the start of the second half of the Saxo Markets Men's Premiership game between Natixis Hong Kong Football Club and DAC Kowloon Rugby. Kick goes down the middle of the field. Gives Johnston an option to go left or right. He chooses right. Excellent take there. Great one-hander. Russ Webb showing his skills as he puts it up high. Neville once again safely under it, but a huge hit coming in there from Football Club. As once again Kowloon look to take control. Konku with the carry. Bury out to Johnston. Plays back inside. Clearing kick coming now from Neville. Pressure on as the kick goes out on the full. Football Club once again putting pressure on. Kowloon just not able to get it out of their half.
Yeah, once again, Football Club just, as you say, putting the pressure on, getting field position, and that just, really just sort of squeezing the throat of Kowloon, if you will. And they'll be feeling that pressure. They'll be feeling that pressure, and I think one of the messages, obviously, for coaches at half time is, make sure you score first, second half. So they'll be looking to work hard to get out of here, get out of their own 22. And try and create some phase ball and some momentum early in the second half.
Yes, interesting to see Football Club certainly have come into the second half, continuing with that pressure they were putting on Kowloon in the first half. I'm sure Wiggins telling his boys, as you said, to keep that stranglehold on Cookie. Andrews with the safe throw to the middle. But pressure coming on there from Kowloon forces Football Club to make an error and lose it. You could see what Football Club were trying to do there. Looking for a line-out drive.
Yeah, well, as we said, you know, Kowloon have to compete, and then that was what they did there, and they've got the advantage now. They need to do something with this. They need to get a good exit and get themselves back down the other end.
As pressure coming in there from that scrum. Huge scrum coming in there from the Football Club pack. As they get the tight head, but Kowloon regather control of the ball. What about that scrum, Cookie?
Yeah, I think, you know, the front rows are having a wee chat about that just as we speak. But no doubt, I mean, that's a very, very, very strong scrum. And like we said in the first half, if Kowloon continue to get pushed off their own ball like that, it's going to be a long second half for them.
Yes, certainly a different looking forward pack from last week. They were so dominant in that scrum area against Hong Kong Scottish. And I'm sure they were coming in with confidence. But this Football Club pack has certainly given it to them. As we reset in the scrum here. Football Club with the play coming on as Russ Webb gets into the line. Scrum does turn away from them. Advantage is played. As Kingham takes it in, unleashes it out to the backs. Hughes with a kick over the top. Well gathered there by Denmark, who scores a try. First points to Football Club.
Great option by Hughes there. You know, pinpoint accuracy instead of moving the ball across, which is what into the middle, which is what they've been doing sort of most of the game. You know, the kick pass into the corner, and Denmark, you know, right there on the spot. And you know, once you get that close to the line, a big guy like him, you're not going to stop him. Great execution, great try, Football Club.
And once again, that kick came off the solid foundation of a scrum.
Mm-hmm.
As it brings the score to 20 points to 3. Hughes hoping for a better second half with the boot. And unfortunately, just once again, gets it in front of the posts. And another uncommon error there by Hughes.
Yeah, he just doesn't have his kicking boots on today, old Hughesy, and I guess, you know, that happens from time to time. I guess we know what he'll be doing during the week.
Great take there by McCulloch. Floating ball up high, gathered by McCulloch. Axton Burke looks to kick it down once again.
I think he's just overcooked that one, Sam. Obviously not quite aware of where he was on the field, and just pushed it just a little too far and out on the full, which gives Kowloon a chance to attack sort of 30 metres out. This is probably one of their best opportunities they've had all game to launch something. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, a couple of kicks out on the full today, which just shows the deceivingness of the wind, as Chang disappointingly overthrows it. And pressure coming on from Kowloon, however, offside, giving Football Club an easy chance to clear their own half. He'd be disappointed with that throw, wouldn't he, Jamie Tang? As you said, Cookie, that was a prime opportunity for them to attack.
Missed again, and there's just a little bit of niggle going on here, and I think Kowloon, they just need to put their efforts into their own game rather than worrying about what the opposition are doing. I know they're frustrated, but that's not going to help matters. But yeah, just an overthrow there at the wrong time. Once again, just letting the pressure off and giving Football Club a chance to release the pressure on their own 22.
Yes, looking at the turnover rate for Kowloon in that first half, giving away the easy turnovers, as Jamie Tang is substituted off. Alex Harris coming on for him. Wakely with the throw. Football Club get a quick ball out to Morrison. Great 30 metres there by Morrison. Once again, Hughes out to Axton Burrett. Key tackled in there from Kinloch. Donnelly with the carry. Lauder goes the same way, switches back play inside. Out to Morrison. It's taken, snapped up by the Kowloon players. Neville looks to run it out, needs a bit of support with him. It's not there. However, Football Club have infringed with a kick.
Just while we're waiting for that penalty to be taken, Sam, number 2, Mitch Andrews, he's been replaced by number 17, Campbell Wakely.
Wakely also a great substitute for Football Club.
Yeah, the depth of the Football Club bench is pretty impressive, to be fair. And that's been their strength in the first 2 rounds of this competition, and it's going to be no different today.
Tapsell once again busy. Takes it in. As Field looks for a strong carry. Looks for the offload, but safely chooses to get it down. Barrett with a kick into the hands of Jack Neville. Kowloon will be looking at him to spark something. As Kinloch looks to do it himself, takes it forward. Great support there from Cunningham. Just quite find Lewis Warner, who was inside him, as Russ Webb kicks it down. Neville controls. Out to Johnston. Markham with the carry. He hasn't had much time with the ball today. However, when he does, he is a threat as Cunningham takes it down. Kinloch once again. These football club tackles preventing Kowloon to gain any yardage. Patient build up here by Kowloon as they look to release it. Once again, Kinloch has been busy in this play. Konku with the carry. And it's once again turned over by Hong Kong Football Club. What strong defense there, Cookie.
Yes, that same, almost that same field position again, sort of 30 meters from the football club line, and I can count at least 4 turnovers in that same area. So I don't know whether they've been practicing it or what, or whether they're very aware of where they are on the field. But yeah, probably I think at least 4 turnovers in that same area that stopped Kowloon from launching something close to the line.
Yes,
very impressive.
Football Club very smartly not looking for the turnovers early in the play, waiting for a couple of phases to build up, knowing that Kowloon's support will get a bit slower, and then they pounce.
We have another substitute. So Finn Field is leaving the field. Number 4, Finn Field, is leaving the field, and he's replaced by number 18, Jamie Ross. Just one other thing too, which was interesting. That last play, I'm ably informed by our stats man that was over 2 minutes with ball in hand, which is highest level of highest minutes of play in the game. So, that's going to tax both sides. But impressive football.
Very much so. Kowloon patiently building, and Football Club pouncing just at the right time.
And I do have to give a shout out to our very able stats man, Mark Carter. Mark, thank you for that.
Wakely into the middle. Hughes out to Morrison. Oh, and it's well read there by Lewis Warner. Snapped up and a try. Could be pleased with that, Cookie.
Well, that's a great fillip for Kowloon. I mean, promising obviously attack from Football Club, but Lewis Warner, like the proverbial thief in the night, right place, right time, took the opportunity and grabbed that ball and scampered to the line. That'll give Club a little bit to think about, and Kowloon that'll be a great lift for them.
Yeah, very
going
much
into the last 22 minutes of the match.
We were talking earlier about Kowloon looking for a spark in the back line. Lewis Warner, a key player for them. Of course, man of the match from last week's game. Keeps Kowloon into this game, bringing the scores. Natixis Hong Kong Football Club 20 over DAC Kowloon 10. 10 points in it, Cookie. Could have been 18.
Yeah. We've got an interesting 20-odd minutes to go, Sam. Looking forward to it.
Hughes with another high kick, but it's taken by Alexander, who chooses to kick it downtown himself. Great kick there from Hugh Alexander, putting the pressure back on Football Club. It's just what Kowloon were looking for, weren't they? A little spark, gives them a bit of confidence.
Very much so.
Once again, messy line out. It's gathered by Kowloon. Wakely with a uncommon error. Markham clears, gets it out to Sam Choi. Markham plays half back himself. Out to Johnston. Looks for an inside ball. It's tidied up there by Kenny. Kinlock with the carry. Konku safely takes it in, looks for a quick pop. It's on here, Johnston. Unfortunate. Doesn't fall in the hands of Warner. Gets pressure coming on there from Denmark. Neville looks to tidy it up. But well taken out there by Football Club. His play continues actually. Bit messy from both sides, but once again that pressure coming in from Football Club.
Yes, no doubt. You've got to put that down to sustained pressure from Football Club. I just felt like there was a bit of a momentum shift there with Sam with the intercept try, and then I just felt like the Football Club were sort of back on their haunches a little bit, and often when you see 2 or 3 players, fresh players come onto the field, it can disrupt the pattern and the structure of the team. And so, Football Club will just be wanting to just settle down a bit more, and transversely on the Kowloon side, they'll be looking to exploit that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the scrum, whether or not Club can maintain that huge pressure that they've had for most of the game.
I agree, Cookie. The momentum possibly had shifted, but Kowloon not making it easy for them. Untidy ball out to Warner. Forces them down with the scrum.
And there it is there. That's the first penalty I think that Kowloon have been able to be awarded at scrum time. Again, that momentum shift.
Football Club have made a number of changes in
just while the referee calls time off there, just want to shout out to a couple more fans. Lloyd Jones, great to see you watching, mate. Fantastic. And Rick Field, father of Finn Field, who's recently left the field. He had a great game, Rick, so you'll be very proud of him. But great to see you watching as well. Fantastic. And just a reminder, folks, we have the Hong Kong Rugby Union TV app available next week on iOS and Android. Look for that during the week.
Choi plays half, gets it out. Barker with the carry. Johnson to Neville. Neville looking to spark something. However, he's well wrapped up by the Football Club D. Once again, sustained line pressure. Forces Kowloon to make an error. The rush defense from Football Club not making it easy for Kowloon to get into this game.
So we have another replacement on the field, Sam. Callum McCulloch, who came in, as you remember, came in for Thomas Stanley. It started for Thomas Stanley. He's left the field, and he's been replaced by Hugh McCormick Houston. Huey Mack, number 19.
Midfield scrum here for Football Club. Is pressure coming in there by Kowloon. And totally in control of that scrum. Harris using his experience. Aggravating the Football Club front row. Bit of a shift here in the scrum, Cookie.
Oh yeah, there's a few, interesting just a few handbags thrown there. But that's just Kowloon telling Club, hey, look, you had it all your way in the first half. Now it's our turn. Nothing wrong with that. Well done, Kowloon.
Yes, the Football Club pack, of course, with Smith and Chapman off.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in that really. I mean, it's a pretty clear game. It's been a pretty clean game. 60 odd minutes. But good to see referee Morgan White just bringing the two captains in and saying, "Hey guys, settle it down." Nothing in that. But if this kick goes over, Sam, that brings it back to a 7-point margin, and it's definitely game on.
Yes. Absolutely. Talking of a momentum shift, Kowloon playing a lot more confident in this half. Johnston, a reliable kicker. And he turns around and he gets the 3. Bringing the scores, DAC Kowloon 13. 7 points, just under Natixis Hong Kong Football Club. As we come to the water break of the second half.
Gee, I'd like to be fly on the wall in both of those huddles and just get an understanding of what each coach might be saying. What do you reckon, Sam?
Oh, it's as you said, Cookie, I think Kowloon coach will be telling the boys to continue with putting on the pressure. The momentum is with them. They're playing with a lot more confidence, so I'm sure they'll be looking to do that. Football Club Wiggins will be looking for the likes of Webb and Barrett, Glenn Hughes to take a bit more control, get the kicks back down, play the territory game.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like club have gone away from their structured game, and they'll be talking that through and saying, "Hey, let's get back to what we know, stick to the knitting." And Kowloon, well, that belief's back, isn't it? And they'll be going for it. They'll be taking every opportunity that they have. They've just got to make sure that they're very accurate in terms of everything they do. Possession's going to be key.
Very much so. As will be next points. Whichever team gets the next points certainly will be in control of this game. As Hughes gets it to the 22. Safety taken in there by Kowloon. Johnston with a clearing kick. Gathered by Webb, who finds Hughes. Kicks, but well taken there by Burry. Choi plays half as Kenny takes it in. Burry with the kick. Hughes under it. Both teams here looking for that territory. As Johnson takes it in. Choi once again with the carry. He's certainly been busy this game, hasn't he, Cookie?
He's been very, very busy. He's been I think, their best player on the field. No doubt.
Of course, looking for the Carrier Hotel man of the match. As Hughes bombs it up high. Well taken there by Neville. Pressure coming on by Hughes. But Neville controls. And Kowloon are awarded a penalty with Football Club coming off their feet. Kowloon winning that battle. And pressure back on Football Club.
Yeah, I mean, club were protesting there. I think they thought they had the rights, but the referee is the sole judge and he didn't see it that way. And again, Kowloon affecting good turnover and opportunity for Johnston to put them well downfield and an opportunity to attack the line. But he's actually decided that he's going to go for post, which is pretty interesting.
Yes, the wind behind him.
I mean, it's straight on, so we're looking at 50, 51 metres, I guess. Given that the kick we saw him take previously, I think he had quite a bit left in him. Crucial kick, crucial time of the match, Sam.
Very much so, Cookie. It'll bring him within 4 points. And as he said, the wind is behind him. As he has a go and he gets a great kick. And it's over. It's on.
Wow, that's a sensational kick by Harry Johnston. And the momentum swing keeps on. The momentum shift keeps on shifting. It's all Kowloon.
Kowloon's certainly looking like a different team from the first half. As it's taken by the kicker himself, Johnson, who chooses to run. Once again, Kowloon looking to build. Harris with the carry. It's charged, but in control. Neville puts it up high. Webb under it. Football Club looking to attack. Pressure coming on there from Kowloon, not making it easy for Hughes. Wakely with the carry. As Football Club look to take control of this game. High kick coming in there, but the back three were all set up, waiting. Neville with the kick. Once again, both teams looking for that territory. Football Club choosing to play. Pressure coming on here from Kowloon on Russ Webb. However, he does well. Taken down, still in control. Axton Burrett chooses to carry it. Football Club trying to weigh out their options. However, the referee has called a stop and play here.
I think we've seen an injury, a bad injury. Yeah. And it's number 18. I think it's Hugh. No, it's 13. It's Ben Axton Burrett.
Yes. The key player for Football Club. They were looking very flustered there, Cookie.
Yep, they were. They were trying to run it out of their own 22 instead of having someone just to come back and clear it. Seems to me like they're heaping a lot of pressure on themselves when before they were just, they were taking the exits, controlling the ball. And fair play to Kowloon. They're putting all the pressure on them.
Yes, absolutely.
They're feeling, when a team has an 17-point lead and then all of a sudden they look at the scoreboard and it's only a 4-point lead. That's what you call scoreboard pressure, and that makes you, that you become two minds when you've got the ball and you do things that you wouldn't normally do, and that's the kind of pressure that Kowloon are putting on Football Club right here, and having one of their key strike players down as well is that's just going to add to the angst in terms of Football Club. He's looking okay. Ginger sort of making his way back, which is good to see.
Certainly is good to see. He is a key player for them.
Looks like he's going to stay on at this stage.
Good for him.
Crucial play here, Sam.
Yes, Football Club feeling the pump.
Still 14 minutes to go, and they've been out scrummed in the second half. So this will be very, very interesting.
Kowloon's certainly looking more confident in the second half. As the pressure comes in here on the scrum, once again there's a huge scrum from Kowloon. However, Club are in control. Gets it out to Wakely, who safely takes it in. What is stolen? Kowloon in possession. Great steal there from Lewis Warner. As Kinlock Burry knocks it through. Football Club just can't seem to get it out of their own half, Cookie.
Again, not convincing by Football Club, and Kowloon putting all the pressure on them, keeping them down in their own 22 or 10-yard mark, 10-yard 22. And Kowloon have got the throw here.
"12 minutes in this half." Once again, Markham with a strong, safe take in the air. Gets the ball back. Great leg chop tackle coming in there from Wakely. Pressure from Football Club, and unfortunately, just the last thing they need, sent to the bin. 11 minutes in this game.
Yeah, Hugh McCormick Houston. Huey Mack is the culprit, and he hasn't done his team any good whatsoever, and this gives Huey Johnston the chance to, from a relatively easy position, to put another 3 points on the board for DAC Kowloon and bring them within 1 point of Football Club with 12 minutes to go. It's all on, Sam, for the last 10, 11 minutes.
Very much so, Cookie. Just thinking about those 8 points. Unfortunate. Not able to get from the boot of Glen.
Yeah. No, I agree. Is that Campbell Wakely going from the field with the physio? I think it is. That's another big loss for Club.
Yes, he put in a big tackle there on Kowloon. But unfortunately, he's picked up an injury as Johnston. Another safe kick, and as you said, Cookie, 1 point in this game now.
Yeah, he's definitely impressed me with his kicking boots. There's no question about that. And Kowloon well back in this match, and really, Club have had no answer in the last 20-25 minutes. I see Campbell Wakely has gone from the field, and he's been replaced back on the field as the starting captain Mitch Andrews. So this is going to be a great test of his leadership, Sam.
Yes, Mitch Andrews coming back on, trying to instigate something with Football Club, who of course will play the game out with 14 men. As Kowloon once again look to build. Big carry there from Markham. Creates a safe platform for Neville to kick it out. Webb safely under the ball. Hughes with a high kick in the middle. Who wants it? Taken there. Great chase by Rafe Morrison. Hughes once again weighs out his option, kicks it through. It's gathered by Football Club, who have lost control. It's on here. Great scrag D there from Max Denmark. Markham once again has been busy in the second half. Harris with the carry. Burry sees a bit of space, knocks it over. Bouncing for Hughes, who's trying for it, hoping it would get over the try line, but it doesn't. As Webb looks to run it out. Pressure on here. Pressure on here. Football Club in control. Andrews, as you said, leading himself. As Football Club look to clear their own 22. Hughes does just that, but the pressure is still on with Kowloon. A line-out opportunity.
Great pressure again from Kowloon. Football Club definitely feeling it here with 10 minutes to go.
Yes, key players in the Kowloon team stepping up. Markham heavily involved.
Again, I just feel Football Club, they're looking to run it out and not really exiting like they were in the first half, and that's just putting themselves under more pressure.
Harris with the throw, Cunningham with the take, Choi out to Burry. Mitch Andrews putting a huge hit on Lancashire. Burry out to Johnston. Neville with the ball. Football Club Kowloon have done this a couple of times. Kinlock looking very dangerous as Kowloon. Try opportunity here. Quick ball needed. Harris with the carry. Football Club trying to organize their defensive line. Barker takes it in as Konku takes control, looks for a pick and go, needs a bit of support. Of course, Football Club playing with the man down. Need all men on their feet here in the D-line. Another strong carry from Konku. Kowloon just a couple of meters away from the club try line. Kowloon keeping it tight. They feel something's on here, and it is. As the ball goes over the line, not sure if it is grounded. Kowloon are confident. The referee's not sure. Oh, what's going on, Cookie?
It's pretty hectic in there. It's got a call for cool heads. What I'm interested in is, I think obviously it'll be a 5-yard scrum. Kowloon ball. Will they go for the drop goal with 6 minutes to go? Obviously they've had the better scrum in the terms of the second half. Maybe it's a pushover scrum, not sure. But you've got to ask yourself the question, do you take the 3 points with a drop goal? I see Hugh Johnston talking to his halfback.
Yes, big scrum needed here from Football Club. I'm sure Mitch Andrews will be trying to lead from the front, as you said, Cookie. As the pressure comes in, Kowloon still in control. Cunningham knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, no, it's there's no domination there, unfortunately for Kowloon. They were calling for it. So referee Morgan White has quite rightly said, let's put it down again, but it's, whew, she's pretty tight in there, Sam. I'm glad I'm sitting here in the commentary box and not down there in that front row.
Yes, both front rows certainly playing a key part in this play. Pressure on Football Club. And once again, but Football Club answer back. Excellent play there. Mitch Andrews giving it to Kowloon. Huge scrum. Key scrum there from Football Club. Game saver cookie.
Well, we're not sure yet. There's still plenty of time. We've got 4 minutes to go, but certainly that's going to help Football Club. That's an amazing turnaround, and to get that exit like that from Glyn Hughes, I mean, that's just that's do or die stuff right there.
Yes, Kowloon back just in their own half. 3 minutes to go.
Crucial line out here, Sam. Be interesting to see what tactics Kowloon employ, because literally we're looking at 3.5 minutes plus, I guess, maybe any injury time. Although the clock has been, they have been stopping the clock when players stop. So we're probably right on in terms of time. I think probably Kowloon will want to keep the ball in hand rather than kick for field position and hope for a Football Club error.
I'd suggest
so it's going to be interesting to see what the young fly half Hugh Johnson does under this scenario.
Yes, of course, Football Club still with a man down in that forward pack.
Of course, you've got to win the ball first.
As we have substitute Michael Hanning coming on as halfback. Football Club look for the drive. Kowloon go for a drive. Hanning with his first pass. Club keeping it tight. Ball in hand, Cunningham. As Harris looks to latch, but big tackle coming in there from Mitch Andrews really has had great impact. Once again, these inside balls from Kowloon. Well read there by Football Club, who you sense they are picking up confidence themselves.
Yeah, another key play there, key defence. Kowloon looking to move the ball outside and then inside to disrupt Football Club defence there, but as you say, well read, Sam, and force the error. And that, with just 2 minutes left on the scoreboard, dare I say it, could be the match. It would take something extraordinary, I suggest, from Kowloon to get themselves in a position to win the game. But funnier things have happened in this old game of rugby. Sam?
Very much. So it's certainly been a game of two halves.
Well, I was just looking at the stats. So first half, Football Club were leading, I think 17-3, was it not? 20-3, was it not? By 17 points. In second half, it's now 2019. So Kowloon have won the half, 16 points to 3. So that's clearly a game of two halves right there.
Two minutes to play as Football Club control it. Kingham in control with the ball. Needs to do so, as looks like Club plan to keep it tight with Hughes ordering his forwards round. Football Club possibly looking to run the clock down. "90 seconds. Lauder gets it out to Hughes, who puts a kick in. An opportunity here for Kowloon as Alexander takes control. Chooses to go himself. Gets the support he needs. Choi, been busy all day. But it's well stolen there. Key steal there. Axton Burrett.
Yeah. Well, they always say, Sam, great players come up with great plays at the right time, and I think no doubt about it, Ben Axton Burrett certainly in terms of what he's done today has been quite outstanding, I would say definitely, if you're looking for Kerry Hotel man of the match, it's probably one guy you'd have on your list. Hughes to take the kick here. Maybe this is the last play of the game.
That's right. Smart call here by Football Club. I'm sure he will use the full time allocated. He's had 4 goes at it. Certainly will hope to get this one over. And just doesn't quite get the kick. However, time's up. Football Club with a close win.
Yeah. Look, I think Football Club are going to be breathing a sigh of relief there. Really, it took a couple of key plays, Sam, for them to get over the line. I mean, they dodged a bullet really. I mean, you really just have to ask yourself, where was Kowloon in the first half? I mean, the way they played in the second half, obviously that's going to augur well for them going into the next match. But if I was a Kowloon coach, I'd certainly be saying, well, I mean, I think they were probably stunned by the loss of, the young halfback.
That's right, Boyland, a key player for them.
Blake Boyland, and I think that just took them a while to readjust. But certainly that second half, they played outstandingly well.
Yeah, I completely agree. Kowloon certainly did look like a different team in that second half. As you said, I guess the loss of Boylan early in the first half didn't help. But when they were in control, they looked good. However, Football Club hung on.
Yeah, just looking at the key players for me out of the match, I think on Kowloon's side, certainly Sam Choi. I thought he was outstanding both first and second half and led from the front as far as the Kowloon pack was concerned. I tell you who else impressed me greatly was Jack Neville at fullback. I thought his ability to take the ball at the back and put the boot into it and get it back downfield and put Kowloon back on the tack, put it in front of his forwards was outstanding. And his running game was good and his defence was good. So I thought he was I thought he had a very, very good game. On Football Club side, obviously well led at the front by Mitch Andrews. I thought as he had a great captain's knock, and Ben Axton Burrett, we talked about him in terms of being a shortlisted player for man of the match. But I think you and I, at the end of the day, have agreed that our Kerry Hotel man of the match is Callum McCulloch. He had an outstanding game.
Absolutely.
He was everywhere, both on attack and defence in terms of ball carry. His energy levels, he obviously enjoyed starting.
Yes.
And congratulations to him.
Very much so. Certainly was meant to be on the bench. However, he started the game and proved his point. And that brings us to the end here of this game between Natixis Hong Kong Football Club, DAC Kowloon, and Club coming away with the win, 20 points to 19. Many thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
Back
Kane's done a brilliant job there.
Green takes it off the one-hander from Kane Bocol.